Good evening, guys. Going a little different route tonight. Got some different presentation. Okay, got my email in the chat, and let's bring up the PowerPoint. Okay. All right, as you guys know, my name is Shane Philibert. I am a certified financial coach, and tonight we'll be talking about the budgeting basics. Got a little presentation put together here. Hope this works a little bit better. The purpose to the workshop. Oh, going a little too fast there. The purpose of the workshops is to basically provide foundational budgeting principles as well as techniques to help you win with finances. Making sure. Yep, it's sharing. Okay. Current slide. All right. The basics that will be covered tonight is income versus expenses, configuring income and expenses, how to start building the budget, as well as including additional expenses, budgeting adjustments, and then tips for helping to stick to the budget, as well as helping you set financial goals, some question and answer session, and then a brief discussion about financial coaching, and then closing encouragements. Income versus expenses. So money coming in would be your income, so your paycheck, your commissions, your bonuses, child support. Money going out is all that money that you're spending as far as your bills, light bill, house payment, car payment, those various things. So when you start to configure income versus expenses, go and grab your last month's statements, credit card, banking, receipts. Make a list on one piece sheet of paper of all your income, and then make another sheet of all your expenses. Subtract out the two, see where you're at overall, whether you're having extra at the end of the month or you're having not enough at the end of the month or a deficit. And then start building the budget. So start out with 4 walls. So with the food, you want a base rate of about $250 per person. So 4-person household, you got $1,000 right there. Then you go on to utilities, which includes gas, water, trash, electric, and then shelter. So whatever sort of home you live in, apartment, condo, house, monthly payment, whether it be rent, different variables like that. As far as insurance to cover that. Taxes, if you got to pay taxes, HOA dues, and then like maintenance fees, like lawns, different things like that. Something breaks, you got to fix it, kind of thing. And then transportation. So that would be your 4th wall, and then you need to make sure you're covering the car payment, make sure you're covering gas to go in the car, insurance, as well as the maintenance on the car. Some additional expenses would be like your cell phone, internet if you have home internet, non-food items like toiletries and laundry soap, different variables like that. Clothes budget, child care, or say you have a child that you're paying private school with, so child care expense there. Life insurance, savings, donations or tithes, cable or streaming service, blow money or money that you allot every month to spend just however you feel to spend it, and then entertainment as far as eating out, budget and such, and then listing out your debt as far as credit cards, student loans, miscellaneous loans, medical bills, whatever you may have. Once you get this all configured, you can determine as far as expenses what needs to be adjusted there. You have variable expenses as well. If you don't have enough income coming in and you're spending too much, you probably need to start prioritizing what is your need versus a want. So what is something that you're needing to to basically live without, for however much of a time period until you could get back to whatever that may be, or if you ever get back to whatever that may be. Some tips for help stick with the budget. So automate the bills, automate the savings, using the envelope system. So as far as the envelope system goes, we use like a small accordion file that's it's big enough to slip cash down in for those expenses that you're not paying out on a day-to-day or month-to-month deal. It's more like you're paying them every 6 months or a year. So for example, one of our tabs is like our emergency fund that's set aside just in case we do have an emergency. Another tab is like the taxes that you pay at the end of the year, various components like that, and insurances. We pay ours annually as well. So, just setting that money aside each and every month, so it helps us kind of stick with the budget. And then using cash versus cards, guys. So instead of mindlessly just swiping that card, making it hurt a little bit and using that cash. And then as far as like going back and reviewing the budget, definitely on the beginning, this is going to need some adjustments in the various components that are going into this. You're going to be off a little bit. You're going to have too much money there. You're going to have not enough here. So various things that need to be adjusted, at least on a monthly review. So setting these financial goals is really important because you need to determine as far as what is your why. Why are you wanting to budget? So what is going to make you stick to this budget, and what is going to help you want to continue to stick to this budget? So what is your why? So do you want to send the kids to college? Do you want to retire with some money in your pocket? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? You get paid on Fridays, and here it is Wednesday, and you don't have enough gas in the car to make it to Friday to get another paycheck. What is your why? So motivation and direction. So that's another big thing as far as setting financial goals. It gives you that motivation and definitely gives you a direction as far as where you're headed. So goal types: short, intermediate, and long. Short is less than a year. Intermediate's 1 to 5 years. Long term's 5 to 10 years. So make sure that these goals have 5 specific components. They need to be specific. They need to be measurable. They need to be achievable. They need to be relevant or yours, so they are able to be met by you because you feel that pain and you feel that need to want to strive to win with this. They also need to have a time wrapped up there, and then definitely write them down so you can go back to them and definitely re-look at them, adjust them. Some of them you'll meet and you kind of rehash and come back up with some of those goals that are less than a year over time. So the various components there. Here is 7 goals. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dave Ramsey, like his baby steps. The first goal he's got is like $1,000 emergency fund. So saving up $1,000 over the next 6 months for emergency fund. So that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and it has a time attached to it. Paying off debt. So over the next 5 to 10 years, I want to pay off my debt or some of the debt, various different things there. Over the next 10 years, I want to save up 3 to 6 months expenses. 5 to 10 years, maybe beyond. Maybe a more extended goal, getting that 15% retirement set aside so you're able to retire with some dignity. Setting up the kids for a college fund as far as going to college, paying off the house after that, and then building wealth and giving after everything's all said and done. Anybody have any questions tonight? Let's see if I can get out of the share screen. I don't know what that means. Okay. So no questions. So like I said, I'm a financial coach. I can help you with forming financial goals, helping you in constructing a plan for debt, help you creating a budget, help you in crafting a savings plan, help you in setting up a plan, help you as far as advisement, and then helping you remember the importance of your why. Some materials that I do have available is a Why Pay for Coaching worksheet, as well as those who want to work with me as far as coaching, a financial snapshot worksheet as well to kind of get us started as far as what we're going to be discussing in our first initial consultation. Also have like a budgeting tracking worksheet as well. These are fillable PDFs, and then every dollar app. This is put out by Ramsey Solutions, another Dave Ramsey thing. And there is a free version of that as well as a premium version of that. The premium costs a little money, and definitely an option if anybody's available with that, as far as getting it set up and everything like that. And you can download this and be able to just work with it as far as meeting your goals and the various components there. And then I also have like a SMART Goals worksheet, as well as possible upcoming FPU class or Financial Peace University if anybody be interested in that. So in closing tonight, guys, take the skills that you learned and apply them. Definitely got the right tools now to be able to go and achieve your goals and help improve your quality of life. And it can happen, guys, over time. So we've been doing this for budgeting for over 10 years now. It's nice to, when a bill comes around, to be able to pay it, so not having to fret and worry and, getting arguments and stuff like that as far as, where's the money going to come from, that kind of thing. And with budgeting, it definitely improves over time, and practice and persistence definitely helps pay off. And this is a living and breathing thing, guys, so, it definitely it's always going to need a little bit of adjustment here or there, and then over time it'll change, because you'll pay some debt off and some of that stuff will drop off, and you'll just kind of need to reallot the money wherever it needs to go. So every dollar has a name and a face and a place to go. So it's not failure unless you quit. Continue trying, and over time you will succeed. Thank you, guys, and appreciate you being on the call tonight, and happy budgeting. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.